I'm Sandi Masori, and I'm going to tell you how do you make a column or an arch. I get asked this question all the time, and the answer is that it's really relatively simple. To start off with, the basic building blocks for most balloon decor, we usually start with duplets. That is, we take two balloons and we tie them together. Now, the thing that is absolutely critical is that your balloons are all properly sized. That means that all your balloons are the same size. So that way, when your finished product, it's going to look nice and fit together rather than, kind of looking all bumpy and frumpy and weird. Now, most of our columns and arches we make using quads. Most of them are built with quads. So what we're going to do is we're going to take two of our duplets, twist them together to form a quad. Now, for the sake of simplicity, these are air-filled balloons. They're not filled with helium. And instead of using a base plate and a pole, right now I'm just using a couple of balloons that are tied together. This is just because it's a lot easier to show you for the camera this way. So basically, I started out, I've made my quad. Now, if you're using multiple colors and you want to have some sort of pattern, you want to have a spiral or something like that, so first you need to decide what colors do you want to lay next to each other. So since we're doing a three-color pattern, I've taken the lightest color, which in this case is the yellow, and I've used two of them. So my pattern is going to be a fast spiral of red and yellow and blue. So it's going to go, yellow, blue, yellow, red, yellow, blue, yellow, red. So what I'm going to do is I'm taking my balloon here, and I'm just going to kind of wrap it around my quad, securing it. Okay? So now I'm ready to pack on the next one. So then you're going to take your next quad, twist it together, making sure that you've got the same pattern, that you have the same colors next to each other as you have in the first one. Now you have to make a decision. If you're making a spiral pattern, which way do you want it to spiral? Do you want it to spiral this way, or do you want it to spiral that way? I'm going to choose to spiral this way for no particular reason other than this was where I put it. So what you want to do is you want to put your next quad down in exactly the place where you want it. And you see they're kind of nestling together, that the balloon, the top balloon is kind of sitting in the happy place where it nestles between the two balloons underneath it. Okay? You want to put a light pressure because you really don't want to try to adjust the placement of it after it's attached. You want to try to put it exactly where you want it and then attach it. That's going to reduce friction tears. Okay, friction tears can be nasty little things because you think it looks good and you think it's done perfectly, and you come back an hour later and all the balloons are deflated. So all I'm going to do is I'm taking my string and I'm just figure eighting it, wrapping it around a couple of times. So now I'm going to take another quad. I'm going to make sure that I have my colors in the right order, that the right colors are next to each other again. And I'm remembering that I'm going to spiral this way, so I'm going to place that, I'm using the blue balloon as my guide. I'm going to place it right on top of the one before, make sure that it's in its happy spot. And I'm taking my balloon here and I'm just going to figure eight it around. Okay, and now I'm just going to add one more cluster. I'm not going to make the entire piece, I just want you to see how the pattern kind of fits together. So again, I'm going to make sure that my colors match, find my happy spot, and attach it on. Okay, so now you can see that the pattern is starting to develop. Right now what we have is a nice little miniature column here using a three-color pattern. And basically that's how it's done. Again, I cannot stress to you how important it is that your balloons are properly and equally sized. That is the biggest key to a professional look.